point to, they have a very healthy run rate at the moment, but do they have to keep this song for a longer period of time, which might be giving Karachi a little bit of hope.
Yeah, Karachi have just got to understand, yes, Hales is off to a good start, but there's still a long way to go. Take wickets, put him under pressures, get him starving with the strike, that's how I would say. Get Hales off strike, put pressure on Fahim Ashraf. Oh, missed that, it was out, but he'll get a boundary. Right across all three, inside edge, and it flew away.
He's been looking leg side all innings, and this time just ventured straight. If he'd nailed that Yorker, that was dead, but as a result of maybe 6 inches or so, it's raced to the fence.
Seems to be covering all his 3 stumps when he's standing as well, so the only move and trigger he's doing onwards from there is going further across.
Yeah, clever. Going to see lots more of that, especially when Dan Christian comes into the attack, into the surface, take pace off.
Subdued over in the context of proceedings previously. Just 6 have come off this. It's been a decent over here from Waqas Maqsood, but he has to finish it off well. Fahim will definitely be looking for a boundary here. Fine leg and third man both in the ring.
Covering the stumps, trying to go leg side, and there's 2 people now on that leg side boundary, so the option over the offside.
He's pulled away as well. Fahim Ashraf just taking his time. 36 from 14, the partnership. Make that 42. Make that 42. Massive. HBL 6. Good way to finish the over. 12 runs from it. 4 overs gone. 50 up. 55 for 2.
Well, what progress we've seen so far. 55 for 2 for Islamabad United. Make that 59. Beautifully played, just using the pace, using the width. Did no more than just drop a bat on it and steer it away very, very quickly to that boundary.
And Alex Hales looking very dangerous in this power play. Playing the powerful shots and the delicate touches all at once, giving no chance to the bowlers here.
Well, gave himself some space again. Ended up using the bottom of the bat, not quite timing it.
Now, Mohammad Nabi, he has not been bowling lately. He didn't bowl in the first game. Not sure if he's got carrying an injury, but he bowled very little. In fact, I'm not sure if he even bowled at all in the Abu Dhabi T10 recently. 1 over, that's all he bowled. 1 over. And over the years of his career, he's been such a destructive bowler.
Especially a left-hander on strike, you can bring the off-spinner in. He can bring the ball in, the arm ball in, and bring in that LBW and bowled.
Oh dear. Well, he's certainly brushed off the legs there, but it's that same area that is going on. And I've got Danny Morrison's glasses on.
And I've got his second pair because I thought that brushed the front pad.
But it certainly lost pace. It lost pace as it went past him.
I thought you
It's
said
a long
lost.
way out of the middle, you know. Right, here we go. Oh, it's mighty close.
Brushed them.
We're going to say it's brushed it. No. No, no, no. Get back.
Karachi were just 29 for naught at this point, and look at Islamabad, they're already 62 for 2.
I once said that you have to be brave to be a bowler in T20. I also think you have to be mad.
Sometimes it's the same thing. Well, there's been some fantastic cricket here tonight already. 1 or 2 outstanding performances, and still time for a couple more. If you're going to play the Jubilee My Stars 11 fantasy cricket game, you can win prizes worth up to 1 crore. So just go to mystars11.net and remember the T's and C's. Short and high, and again problems the keeper here. Well, it's going to be a wide. Yeah, it's called a wide now. Yeah, talking of that same competition, the Stars 11 Fantasy League from yesterday. Shabir Ahmed, 556.5 points. Well judged, sir. You are indeed the winner. What a chase that was.
That's another wide. He's just got to concentrate here. Mohammad Amir, he's better than this. Mohammad Amir is a better bowler than this. That's 2 down the leg side. He just got away with 1 that we felt brushed the pads. He's the key bowler. Sana, before this match began, you and I were talking about the strengths of the Karachi bowling attack. It's an selfie moment. It certainly is. They're not all in that shot, surely.
It's on video, Al.
Of course it is.
It's a real mix. There have been wides, all sorts. He's bowled 4 wides, not all in this over, which have cost him 7. But he's still trying to get that Yorker in.
And that's a J-dot fast delivery from Mohammad Amir. And extras have played a huge role in today's match so far. Islamabad bowled 20 extras, and Karachi has already bowled 10 extras in just 4.5 overs.
Still trying for that Yorker, which in itself is brave enough. Squeezed away just for 168 for 2. Partnership 55 off 24 so far. Hales at one stage, of course, was the only man to have scored, but he's now been joined by Fahim Ashraf. 2 very, very contrasting starts in the same game. One steady, less than steady earlier in the day. This one is electric. Well, this partnership, this start, has put them in a great position. Still a way to go, of course. Now that's gone a long way. That wide, deep mid-wicket was backpedaling for a short while, thinking, am I in with a chance of catching this? And the answer, once again, was no. Another HBL 6.
Maqsood losing his length here. It's a gift, that full toss. It's just below the roll, knee height. An 88-metre smash for 6. They're not that happy now in the camp. They were all smiles when they had 196 on the board. Now they've got a real battle on their hands here. Fahim's playing a very good hand.
And Waqas Maqsood has a very good average in strike rate against right-handed batters. But against left-hand batters, his average in strike rate is quite poor.
Well, just looking at him bowling, his angles are all, because he's quite square on when he bowls, and he pushes everything towards the leg stump. Yeah, look at that. With the left-handers, he's not nearly as successful. Economy's all right, though. I mean, you're okay with that. But it's everything's angled into the feet of the left-handers.
Well, it's good. I mean, but you have to be spot on. That's the thing. That's where the element of courage comes in. Keep trying to do it, but of course everything else, length balls, short balls, they can go a lot further. Oh, miscued, he's chipped it. It's going to be an easy chance and results in an easy catch. So that is the comeback from Maqsood that they need at this point. Hales, ever a dangerous batsman, but Hales is the man on his way back.
And Waqas Maqsood improving on that strike rate against the right-handers with this cutter against Alex Hales and getting the big wicket, massive wicket. Qasim Akram taking the catch, making sure there are high fives in the Karachi dugout.
Alex Hales, 46, 75 for 3.
So, Islamabad United 75 for 3 now with the Hales out. New man is Iftikhar Ahmed. Not the highest strike rate in this competition. He has a little bit of leeway in as much as the start has been so brisk, but he can have a look at a couple. Oh, well bowled. Very well bowled. Unlucky in as much as the ball is squeezed away for 2. But that in-slanting Yorker is a very, very good delivery when you get it right. The miscue from Alex Hales, just lost his position, maybe just held back a little bit because he was through the shot, takes the bottom hand off and it goes nowhere.
Qasim Akram, the substitute fielder, is on, taking the catch, and that's a big blow, crushing blow for Islamabad United. They needed Hales to spend a long time at the crease.
Alex Hales has done the damage. Given the start Islamabad needed to chase this big score, now it's up to the middle and lower order to make a chase out of this.
Really is taking a lot out of Maqsood, isn't it? He's puffing, really is gasping for air here. There's a lot of pressure on him.
I was going to say it's tensioned as much as anything else, surely. Well, crashing shot for none. 77 for 3 at the end of the power play. It's Islamabad United's highest ever. 77 for 3.
Well, Phil Salt didn't last too long. And that was the LBW. And Alex Hales, well, he was there. Islamabad United had great hopes. And then Fahim Ashraf came in, found the spectator seats until Alex Hales popped this up to Kazim Akram, the substitute fielder.
Right, power play is done. New bowler is Arslan Iqbal, 20 years old. We've seen the tension on bowlers' faces so far. While Alex Hales was going, he was putting pressure on bowlers, on fielders, on spectators, everyone. Now they've got the wicket, there is a chance just to peg things back a bit, slow things down a bit with a new man at the crease. Iftikhar. Well, it's up in the air, just wide. Dropping by the square leg umpire, but he is not allowed to catch the ball.
Picked up a 3 for 16 against Quetta in the first match. Remember, Arslan Iqbal is an emerging bowler here, and he bowled with a great lot of heart. That's the end of Ben cutting, that leg stump going for a ride. And it produced a beauty to pick up his third wicket. So 3 for 16 in his 4 overs, Arslan Iqbal, in the Karachi Kings' first match against Quetta.
Yeah, they were very much on top through that innings in that first match. Crashed away, couple of bounces, races over that boundary edge. The momentum continues.
And that was wide and short and perfectly cut away by Fahim Ashraf there. He's playing a very good knock. Alex Hales has set the foundation and Fahim is exploiting that.
Well, you know, as a bowler on this pitch, you have no margin for error, nothing for width.
Drags it on. Another wicket goes down. He's tried to drag it onto the onside, but he's succeeded only in dragging it onto his stumps. Up they go in celebration.
Well, this was straighter. This was a straighter delivery. And Fahim Ashraf looking to work this leg side. The previous ball was wide. This is straighter, and that's why it cramped him for the shot. The shot wasn't quite on, but full marks to Arslan Iqbal. What a bonus he's been for Karachi, you know, his second match. And that's the end of Fahim. He's gone for 25, 82 for 4.
New man, Hussain Talat. Same bowl, and that's guided away. It's amazing, isn't it? This ball keeps hitting the boundary. It doesn't matter who comes in, doesn't matter how they play it. In between the wickets, of which we've now seen 4, this ball keeps going to the boundary.
New batter on. Again, Viz was there and guided away the third man. The outfield is lightning fast. Hardly anything for the fielder there to stop it. Arshad Iqbal would not like that.
Just a shade too wide. He knows he's got to bowl straighter than that. He can't give on this pitch, which is playing so well now. Karachi Kings, of course, are the defending champions. But Talat off the mark with his first delivery.
Tucked away. Should just be 1.
That's the one he drags on. It was just a bit too close to him. Previous ball was wide, and this one was onto him a bit quicker as well. Imad Wasim, that's what he wanted as captain.
Islamabad batting runs very deep. Hussain Talat has just come in.
Couple of quiet balls, singles. 88 for 4. Well, let's have a look at this man's facts, figures and history. Arshad Iqbal from Swabi, Munirian Swabi. Arshi, sensible nickname. Plays a bit of table tennis, snooker and badminton. So don't take him on at those. His favourite match was looking back to the ICC Champions Trophy final of 2017. Remember it well. And his favourite cricketer, Mohammad Hafiz. Very, very fine player indeed. And the dream wicket, not available tonight, will be that of Kane Williamson. And that also would be magnificent ball. So, Arshad Iqbal. Right, time to think for a moment or two. 88 for 4, 7 overs gone. Current run rate 12.5, required run rate 8.5, give or take. 8.38 required from now on in. Imad is on to bowl these slow left arm spinners.
Doesn't spin too many, but what he does do, he bowls that one. He's got this unique grip on the ball, his index fingers down the back of it, and he sort of follows the line, and he just bowls that sort of in swing of the arm ball. They call it the arm ball. It goes on with the arm, if you can imagine that. Just get that little sort of illustration in your head. Doesn't really look to turn the ball like Mohammad Nawaz or Zafar Gohar. They get the ball to turn away from the right-hander, but Imad Wasim does. He spears it in, a bit like a medium pacer.
You might want to have a slip for a ball or two for Hussain Talat, because the ball is going to go away from him.
Yes, give me great foot, boy.
And very contrasting innings from both teams. Islamabad is 89 for 4, and at this point Karachi was 42 for none.
Well, it's one of those ones there you need to press for every run. There was a thought of 2 there when it was hit. Reasonably quick work in the field kept it down to 1. Just to be able to come a little quicker and put the pressure on the fielder.
What they have been doing at Islamabad is scoring at a rate of knots. It's just a fraction below 12, their current run rate, and the required rate is below 9. So they've got that in the right perspective. What they can't afford to do, though, is lose another wicket or 2 here, because they're already 4 down.
Well, it's easy enough to lose just that little bit of momentum, which means that the pressure rises, the asking rate goes up again. But equally so, you can tick over for a short while, going at 6, 7, 8 and over, and still not be losing ground as such.
In the last match, they were 30 for none, and in the next 44 runs, they lost 6 wickets, Islamabad. So the middle order has still to click. Lewis Gregory played a beautiful knock.
Nearly wide. But for the bats, that probably would have been called a wide. 93 for 4.
.93 for 4, too many wickets down for Islamabad. At the moment, they had to go quite hard up front, and Alex Hales started things off brilliantly, but wickets falling all around them. At the moment, it's Talat and Iftikhar who have a job to do. Evening to Uruj Mumtaz and Danny Morrison.
Very good evening to you too, Julie, and all the viewers across. Lots of live streaming options available in Pakistan for the HBL PSL 6, P Sports, MG1.TV, Zong TV, Jazz TV, Geo Super, TapMad, Crickwick, Zong Cricket and Zulmi TV. Lots of options. Don't forget to tune into the action. What a wonderful display we have here for you. It's going to be an epic chase if they do manage to chase it down. 103 now from 71.
Yes, Uruj, they're going to have to go some, aren't they? I mean, look at that required rate. Look, it isn't daunting. Look at that other column. 4 wickets down. Of course, the huge partnership with the openers with Shajil and Bubba was exceptional, and it really did lay the platform to get over 190. And you get that 196. Going to take some getting when you've lost this many wickets. Your top order has been blown away.
Again, pace off. The order of the night, I'm sure the Karachi Kings have talked about it. The slower balls, but they have to be into the surface, and look what it's done. That strike rate, 121 compared to 200 when it's been over 125k. So pace on the ball has slid on and come off the bat nicely, but pace off the ball into the surface has meant a little more difficult to score.
Yeah, when you think about guys going around who've got pace and they know they're up against it when it's flat like this. Love a Yorker. The go-to one where you get the Yorker right and it shuts down the whole angle thing. But that repertoire that you mentioned, all you have to have, well, it's almost like you've got to have 3, 4, 5 slower balls. And then a really good bouncer, sure. And then that wide Yorker, when you're asking about it when he's set and being asked to reach for it. So there's so much more variety in the modern game, particularly in the last decade or so, that you have to have as a speed merchant.
It's in the gap behind square, but will be cut off, and cut off very well.
Yeah, Colin Ingram doing a fine job on the boundary, and again exactly an example of what we've been talking about. The ball skidding on when it's got pace behind, coming onto the bat a little bit quicker and better as well. And Karachi seemed to do really well with the slower ones in the first game. Aerial clean fielding, and they'll need to do that throughout the 20 overs.
Well, pinch one, bring up the 100, just nearly went the early call there. 100 comes up at the end of 9, 100 for 4. The required run rate is not out of the question here at all. That will help. In the gap, away to the boundary for 4.
Madin to the attack and greeted with another boundary by Iftikhar. Not the best of lengths there, too short and picked up very early with it for Iftikhar. There you see he's banged in short, and well, Iftikhar's returned the favour with the boundary.
Oh, I mean, nice.
You've got to be aware, so much going on. And, oh yes, lazy running. Only one stump to look at, but hey, another night it goes the fielder's way. Brilliant.
That one boundary and over at the moment is enough for Islamabad. They can find that early in the over, which they've done here, put pressure on Imad. Pinch these ones, turn ones into twos like they will here with a little misfield. Pressure on the field.
And Dooley, you out of most people have been talking about what a difference wickets on your side can do for you. And the difference here has been the 4 wickets Islamabad has lost, although they're ahead of the game at the moment from where Karachi were. But again, wickets in hands. They'll try and push for 2 here, but we settle for the single here. And I think that will be the difference. And the 2 men in the middle will have to build a partnership, as Karachi has made inroads into the stop order.
Well, think about where they'd like to be with 5 to go. And with 5 to go, they could get 60. Power in the dugout still. So yes, 4 down doesn't look good at the moment. But with the power of Lewis Gregory, who was so good the other night, and Asif Ali to come. 12 and over for the last 5. So there's 60. Bring that target down to 137. You get, what, 28 runs in the next 5 overs. And then it's a cameo. Sorry, Dad.
I love what the sides do. They'll know who the bowlers are to target. And if he's too short, then he'll get moosed, no doubt. Geez, we've had 10 already, halfway, 110 for 4.
At the same stage, Kings were 84 without loss, so 26 runs less but without loss at the same stage. So that tells you how far Islamabad are ahead of the game in the runs column. And remember also that Karachi Kings, I thought, had a pretty ordinary finish to their innings. They should have got 210, 215. Dan Christian into the attack, right arm, around the wicket. Expect some pace off at different stages here. Starts with some. Another misfield. They will just take the one. And I think we can go sideline now to Wasim Akram, the president of the Karachi Kings. What does the president do?
Good question. I'm learning myself.
and you've got two presidents now in this side, because you've got Mohammed Nabi there as well. Have you asked him for some advice on presidency?
I will. Actually, good idea, Dooley. I will definitely ask him, because I'm also learning myself how to be a president.
Game situation at the moment, Waz, what are you thinking?
They required less than 9 and over. They have 6 wickets in hand. I think we can only win from here if we get a couple of quick wickets. They can put pressure on. Like you were just saying a little while ago, they are a little bit ahead of us as far as the run rate concerned, but they have lost 4 wickets. So that's the plus for us. Only chance, like I said, we need to get a couple of wickets now.
Key bowlers for you then, leading into the back half of the innings. What are you looking for?
I mean, Waqas, Amir, Arshad has been the best so far from us, the young Arshad Ahmed. And of course, we haven't bowled Nabi yet. Another slow ball, and good save by Waqas there. I'm doing your job as well.
It's nice to see that you haven't lost your commentary ability as well, Waz. I like that. Nabi hasn't bowled much. Why?
I think it all depends on the skipper. If he thinks that we need Nabi, especially against the left-armers. But Nabi's got a vast experience in this format. He's one of the best players in this format in world cricket. Hopefully, he'll get to bowl today.
Did you talk about pace off in the break? Did you talk about a lot of slower balls?
Pace off, we spoke about back of a length, like you do. But sometimes Alex says that 1 over from Amir Yamin went for 29 runs, and that can put any team on a back foot.
The key to these slower balls was it's about bowling them into the surface, not floating them up there, yes?
No, not floating them out. Like you said, you have to just really bang it in. Because in the beginning, the first 6 overs when you're batting, I asked Shajil when he came out, he said it was skidding the new ball and the slow ball was gripping as well. So it was tough, but I think we recovered well. But now it all depends on the bowlers. Wicket is very crucial at this stage of the game.
Right, are you still bowling in the nets, and who have you got out this tournament so far?
No, I haven't bowled. I think I've done, bowling days are over now, Dooley, even in nets.
Good man. Thank you, Mr. President. Really appreciate your time.
Thank you, guys.
Terrific man, Wasim Akram. What a great cricketer he was.
Just on there, in the nets, it was obscene when you'd see him in the nets. I mean, only a few years ago, a couple of years ago even, last year, just stroll up and rip it around, and batters just couldn't lay anything on the ball.
More pace off, but in the gap this time. Finds the boundary, the one boundary that they need per over.
Yeah, it was a good over before that boundary came along, and they picked up that boundary they've been searching for. Yeah, Hussain Tala did well to pick it off his legs. Dude, the legend's summing it up quite nicely there, that you got to bowl the slow ones, but into the wicket so that they grip and hold back a little bit to bring about the mistimed shot. You can't just float them up there, and I think that's a little bit of a trick they've been missing.
So it's great to get access, isn't it, to the players, to the coaching staff, to the presidents. Another slow one. And backward a point. Some work to do on that boundary as well, but another 10 from the over. Another good over for Islamabad. 120 for 4, 11 overs gone. The required rate is just 8.56. Tap of the watch. Check the big screen out, because we're going to have a Tapal T strategic timeout. Thank you very much, Joe. Thank you very much, Joe. Enjoy. Now we see him. Hey, President, he's got the message out, hasn't he?
Line between the presidents. Marvellous. You say, yeah, Dolly, again, we keep, you and I, giggling about Abu Dhabi. He didn't bowl here either, did he? That's right, just the one over.
Oh, catch it, Amy.
Yeah, he went for 24 in just the one over that he bowled in Abu Dhabi, and Nicholas Pooran got a hold of him there. Dooley, you saw that one.
That was absolute pasting he took at the hands of Nicholas Pooran. He wasn't the only one, to be fair, in the tournament, though. He copped the wrath of the little West Indian left-hander. The bounce back here will Nabi.
Yeah, watch out for the reverse here, because he's got the boundary riders on the leg side. Anything outside off stump and the reverse sweep can be a very good option.
It turned a little bit, that first one. Yeah, and again, just holding in the surface. It's a good option late in the piece, I think.
Yeah, Dooley, I'm with you. And I think with all that experience from Mohammad Nabi, surely he'll be brave enough. Just a little bit of hang time. Nothing outrageous, just a teaser. And say, go on, it's 75 metres back. Well, interesting, and I agree, totally, yep. Because they're ahead of the game by so much, Islamabad.
No run, nice. 15 overs in the Big Bash for Mohammad Nabi. 9.3 the economy. That was this year's Big Bash, or this season, because it started last year and ended this year, the longest tournament in the world.
Yeah, getting some nice turn in the middle there. The ball getting ripped back from the wicket, getting good revs on the ball. And will suddenly have the batsman in the back foot with the ball turning as much. We haven't seen a lot of turn on these, when in fact in this entire PSL as of yet.
The odd delivery, isn't it? I saw one from Shadab earlier tonight. There it is. Rouge, you called it. Missed out though.
Yeah, he backs himself to play that shot, and he's probably obviously picking Nabi to go, the ball going away from him. He sees third man's up in the ring and just has to get enough on the bat. But in amongst doing that, he obviously can't lose a wicket, because then, as we saw, Wasim Akram mentioned, Joe Clark mentioned, a wicket can change the game here for them.
Like this field better now. A deep backward point, but he's there more so for the reverse sweep than he is for the cut. Nabi looking to finish off a good over, and he does beautifully. Just the 4 runs from the over. 12 gone, 1, 2, 4, 4, 4.
$124 for 4 then. It's where Islamabad find themselves chasing 197, so 73 from 48. Partnership of 42 from 33 between Iftikhar and Talat. A little bit of spin there.
What Islamabad has done really well in the middle overs, that they have ran really well. A lot of doubles, which we did not see in the Karachi innings.
Wow, plenty of spin. Ahmad Wasim normally doesn't spin much, but that's pitched outside off stump and turned down leg side.
Oh, that's a bit harsh, this, because it does spin. No, hits him outside. But although I I think a lot of people who are watching this think it's going to be quite easy this for Islamabad to go on and win the game. Just think there's a twist somewhere. There's a twist. A bit of pressure. If both spinners can just stop that boundary. What do you think, Baz?
The last couple of overs the ball started to turn. Nabi getting the ball to turn and Imad Wasim. So yeah, maybe that 1 wicket maybe, or just a couple of overs to get more pressure on.
Good, Imad has moved the cover fielder for single run there. Putting that pressure, extra bit of pressure, making sure there's a dot ball, but this time good running from Islamabad.
Maybe also their plan is to see Imad out the attack. This is his last over. Maybe that's another part of their game plan. He is a danger. Don't take too many risks now. But most sides are happy to chase down, what, 50 in that last 5? That's quite comfortable these days. Nice. Beautiful shot. So nice this. Gets down low, pace on, beats the man on fine and races away.
That is his shot. He does reverse sweep and does paddle sweep extremely well. Used the pace and it was an open, smart shot.
Hussain Tallat playing a beautiful innings here. What is needed of a middle order batter.
That was a beautiful angle, that little sweep there, the side-on angle of it, because it showed he got down low, and then because it was a little bit shorter, he was able to adjust and just come up, use the pace and the bounce, and brings up the 50 partnership. 50 from 39. It's been a measured chase at the moment. Lost those couple of wickets. Onslaught from Hales, and this partnership now puts them in good stead to win this game. End of the 13th, 133 for 4. Another over for Mohammed Nabi. They're well ahead, Islamabad, is where Karachi were at this point. 11 runs ahead.
I think Imad Wasim has missed a trick here. Mohammad Nabi is introduced a bit late for my liking. Hussain Tallat is already on 29 runs. When he was new to the crease, Mohammad Nabi could have been a very good option.
Catch it, Nabs.
Oh, again spin. Again spin. At some stage they may have to just take a bit of a gamble here, because even though, as you look at this win-loss prediction here, you can see that Karachi were up there for a long period of time, and then they fought back. That's exactly what Islamabad have done. They've fought back, they've gone ahead. But at some stage, Baz, it's okay they're in this position, but with a bit of spin, they can't just accept 4 or 5 runs and over, because all of a sudden then the required rate will get too far.
And Nabi's gone for just 6 of his 9 deliveries. Another one that hits the pad, that will maybe be a couple of runs. But also it'll come to a stage where Imad Wasim will have to be brave as well and trust Nabi, because he's looked, out of the bowlers used, he's looked the most difficult to get away.
Exactly, he's the most experienced. He understands the pitch, what kind of deliveries he needs to bowl. And Hussain Tallat has not looked comfortable against him.
Yeah, I just sense something's building. I sense it now. I just think these two batsmen, all of a sudden now they're thinking, okay, yes, we're in a decent position. Ball to go. Is he thinking, let's go for the boundary now? No! Good piece of bowling again. What an over. 14 gone. 137 for 4. Ten runs and over from here then. We'll see Islamabad go on and win their second game. Will be a fantastic chase if they're able to do it. Saw one last night, chased down 193.
The broadcasters going everywhere, PTV, Geo, for Pakistan, South Asia, United Kingdom, New Zealand, Caribbean, North America, Sub-Saharan Africa, MENA, Australia, UAE, everywhere.
Yeah, and just all the different time zones as well. In Los Angeles at 9 o'clock, Mumbai obviously it's 11 o'clock, London it's 5:25 in the afternoon, 6:30 in the morning in Auckland, 4:25 in the morning in Sydney.
Look, and everybody is tuned in. 6 in the morning, you want T20 cricket.
Absolutely.
With
Why
your
not?
brekkie.
Yes.
Or before your brekkie.
Get your cereal out and your croissants. Stick the Pakistan Super League on. Wow. Oh, nice. Nice again. Nice. Gets himself in a position.
That is one of his strengths. That is his shot. Little ramp down to fine leg. He plays it off the fast bowlers, the spinners. Slow one into the pitch, but nicely just turned around.
He's picking the length very quickly, premeditated there, but very well executed.
Yeah, this is where Karachi have got to just keep a grip of the game. New bowler in Arslan Ash, gone for a 4 off the first delivery. Remember how important that is for a chasing side. Happy with them. You're happy to just give away singles.
10 runs needed per over and already 5 runs for the first 2. A very good start for Islamabad. And this is the live streaming, Australia, non-broadcasting markets and www.tapmat.com.
Partnership 60 from 48. Just getting his third man just a little bit finer. 3 men out on the leg side. Does he get enough of it? He does. Poor delivery. It's help yourself. It's another HBL 6.
It's on again for Islamabad United. He's gone really short. And Iftikhar, well, he's good on the short ball, but this was an invitation which he accepted gleefully.
And a big strike out of the park. Just look at that execution. Big 6 there, and Islamabad are on song, comfortably going towards the target.
See, as a ball, yeah, you know, it's neither here or there. It's not a bouncer. It's not, you know, trying to get it just above his eye line and not being a wide. And I understand there's a bit of dew around there, but if you're going to bowl it, mean it. Just for me, that was just too easy. And playing a miss.
J. Super over, exactly like that. If you want to bowl it, mean it. And these guys are really on it.
Yeah, these two batting at the moment, Iftikhar and Talat. 50 balls they've faced between them, only 9 dot deliveries, that's good as well. Only 3 dots for Hussein Talat. That's a better length, it's just a better length. The only way that he can hit that is if he walks across and just glances it or gets down and ramps it.
Nutmeg.
Try that if you want. But if you just go back to the beginning of the over, the 4 and the 6, that's the difference now, that he would be under pressure. 11 runs from the over, that's done, and happy now. I still think he's looking to be aggressive here. He's looking to go mid-off, extra cover if it's outside, and if it's short, he's going to pull it. And this will go out. It's again, good finish. Not a good start, but a good finish. 15 overs gone, 149 for 4.
.48 of the last 5 now needed. I reckon that looks very comfortable, but it's on Nabi. Nabi's just gone for 6 in these 2 overs, so 143 of the 13. Nabi is the man if Karachi are to get back or win this.
Well, it'd be interesting to see if they think he's a danger, because he's definitely getting turned. So are they thinking, do we need to take our risk against this man or just milk him? And I think that tells you exactly with that first ball there. Happy just to work him away. They know he's the danger. He's not happy because he thinks the batsman's got in his way.
And he has bowled really well, and Imad Wasim now going to the batters and looks quite angry there.
Oh, here we go. Spirit of cricket.
Well, look,
but he's having a word, which is good.
No, Imad Wasim should be told to get away. It's down to the umpires. They make the decision. They didn't think there was any problem.
But he's saying that he got in the way.
He's a top official. He's got the right as a batsman to get back to his crease. Sorry, I don't like that from Imad Wasim. Get back. I know you're under pressure. I understand you want to win the game. Says me, who never argued on the pitch once.
Correct, that's right.
But now I'm up here. Come on, get on with the game. We've seen some great cricket so far.
Spirit of cricket.
Took the sweep on. Didn't get it fine enough, but you can just sense what this means to both sides. 150 up. They both want to win. They both want to keep that unbeaten record, and they're both up for a fight, Bazid. And a fright.
Especially if they're listening to you, Dom. Fright. But I tell you what, Sana just mentioned that Nabi knows exactly where to bowl. He played first-class cricket in Karachi back in 2009. So there you go, playing first-class cricket in Pakistan. He knows exactly what he's doing. This is second home for him.
You're suggesting the pitches have not changed since then?
Apparently played on another ground, so doesn't matter.
No boundaries so far. 3 singles. Takes it on, drops him. Would have been a fantastic catch. He got his left hand to it. Probably saved a boundary.
Mohammad Nabi has bowled really well here. Hussain Talat trying to take him on. But this chance there, he's definitely saved a boundary, but if If it would have stuck in the hand, it would be a big wicket here.
Yeah, it is a chance, but it's such a hard chance. Like I say, I think just save the boundary. 5 from 4 deliveries here. Chipped. They may try and go for 2. This is a good over again for the Karachi Kings here.
Hussain Talla doesn't look comfortable. I was just thinking that when he was new to this crease, if Mohammad Nabi would have been introduced, just look at him. How well he has bowled both to left-handers and right-handers. Big turn, lots of turn only for him.
Massive delivery this. Big turn again and a dot. What an over from Mohammad Nabi and for the Karachi Kings. It's bubbling up here. 16 overs gone, 155 for 4.
.39 from 27, 32 from 31 for Talat and Iftikhar. Time for some Mohammad Amir, evening to Amir Sohail, little misfield, a pinch 2.
Oh, the pressure is telling. It's turning out to be a humdinger of a contest. It's hotting up after every delivery. Still anybody's game. And this game has the potential to go to the wire. Look at the reaction. Every run is important. And the senior pro realizes that. This is not the time to falter.
Passion, isn't it? Absolute passion. 196 on the board, and it's been hunted down by Islamabad. 4 men in the circle, all on the offside. Goes wide, but they'll steal 1.
For batters, fielders, and for the bowlers. There's no room for complacency. You've got to be top of your game, otherwise the opposition is going to take a big chunk out of you. Raise your game.
Sounds like a promo for Jurassic Park.
That's a good start, David.
Crowd are getting into it. They are desperate for their team, the Karachi Kings, to get over the line here. Can Mohammad Amir, vastly experienced international cricketer, can he pull something out of the bag? Slower ball again. Down the ground and might go all the way for 4. It does.
Well, the guessing game gets more complicated ball by ball as the situation gets more tense. Out of the hand, he tries to dig it in with the fingers over the top of it to slow it down. That sort of tennis ball bounce gets it up there, and the response is very good. Iftikhar getting it straight down the ground. Every boundary vital just to keep them in touch with the situation. Asking rate exactly 10 at the moment. Actually, it is fantastic to have even here a small crowd, because they are right into this. They're right behind their team. They're right behind Mohammad Amir.
Reading some news about maybe an increase as well. in 3 days' time, I think, or 2 or 3 days' time, which we'll get some confirmation on, but that is even more good news around the crowd situation in the HBL PSL. Is it a chance? No, I think he's got enough. He has. HBL 6.
What a timely hit that was. A boundary followed by a 6. The pendulum has shifted. Islamabad looking favourite to win this one. A room outside the off stump. He picked the slow one and selected the right area to send that ball.
Last ball of the over for Amir. He's got to try and finish it off here. Tense in the Karachi dugout at the moment. Goes wide, he'll get away with that. That'll be a bye though. Little fumble from the keeper, so a terrific over for Islamabad. 14 runs coming from it. 169 for 4.
Well, it can still go either way. Every decision is vital. (28 off 18). And by the standards of this form of the game, that's very, very gettable. 4 down, so there are resources still left, including their man of the match from the previous game, Lewis Gregory, who finished that game off in fine style for them. So I would just hazard Islamabad United as favourites.
Well, Mohamed Nabi has been really good. 3 overs, none for 12 tonight, but he's desperately in need for his team of a wicket. Maybe 2 and a tight over. Can he produce something? Oh no, 6 first ball. What a beauty. Use the spin, put it away.
It's the first boundary he's conceded. It's the first time really that Islamabad have tried to have a go at him anyway. They've treated him with huge respect so far, but as the finishing line gets ever closer, time to take a risk, if you can call that a risk, and time to give it a go.
It's that fine, it'll just be 1.
Nabi made a mistake. He darted the ball in. He was flighting the ball previously. He was getting the ball to turn. And this time around, shot in the length, allowed the batsman to free his arms. And the result was great for the batting side.
Ooh, a little bit of turn. Didn't get up much, but it turned quite a lot. That little dab. Always a dangerous shot. You're only looking for 1.
Close. That is really close. Close enough too for Alim Dar. And Nabi strikes.
Well, Talas has decided to give himself half a chance.
TV umpire to director. We've got a review for LBW. The original decision is out. If we can have a look at front foot first, please. Okay, we've got a fair delivery. If we can move on to front foot, please. Okay, just roll that back. Roll it through. Okay, can we just have a look at ultra edge, please? Flat line, ball going through. Hits the pad. Okay, we can move on to ball tracking when ready. Okay, we've got pitching outside off, impact in line, Wicket's hitting. We'll go back to Aleem on field.
Yeah, well, confirmation,
So
it was
your
always going to be
original
about where the
decision,
impact
Aleem,
was.
you're
He'd gone so
screen.
far outside off stump. But this man seldom gets it wrong, just casually says, yeah, got it right first time round. It's still out. So 5 down, 176 for 5.
Asif Ali, what a start! What a start for him! Just plonks it over mid-wicket for 6.
That's what I was thinking. Was that a timely wicket for Karachi Kings? Because Asif Ali is such a dangerous batsman. He doesn't take time to wheel the willow. There you go. First ball he faced, went out of the park. Huge 6.
It's just amazing. It's amazing. I wonder what he's been doing for the last sort of couple of hours, just to prepare for that moment.
He's been telling all the blokes in the dugout, if I hit a 6 first ball, you can buy me lunch tomorrow. 6 and 1. A good over, even though they lost a wicket. 14 runs from it. 183 for 5.
Well, a shake of the head from Mohammad Nabi, who's bowled very well. 3 very tight overs and 1 which you might say is pretty normal for the time of the game. But I'm sure he will be just annoyed at himself. A couple of balls there which he just got wrong. And that's all it takes. Sailing out the ground, 12 extra runs. Asking rate is now down to very, very gettable proportions, i.e. 7 runs per over needed.
.14 required. Mohammad Amir with his last over. Can he produce a miracle here? Starts well.
Yeah, I'm bemused. Even in this game, there is room to be sensible.
Parkview City, answer the question. Winner plot. Apart from Karachi and Lahore, which other cities in Pakistan have hosted HBL PSL matches? Answer on the Parkview City's Facebook page to win daily tablets and 1 plot of land at the end of the league. Jump on the Facebook page, take part, Parkview City.
Right, back to the game. Bat on ball, you don't need to do anything ridiculous when the asking rate, when you've done all the work to get the asking rate down to a nice manageable 7, nudge it for 1. Wait for the opportunities, keep the pressure on the bowlers.
They're away behind point, so good bowling, good field placement. They'll come back for 2. Running as well.
Yeah, that's good running, because earlier in the day we saw running where maybe 2, maybe not, didn't go for it. But you really have to put the pressure on the field, especially in these late stages of the game, but ideally at any stage of the game. Good bowling to his field, that's where the protection is. And good running, because they just made their minds up pretty early in the piece to come back for 2.
Good batting too. He didn't look to premeditate a stroke. At the moment, a dot delivery is a gold dust. Literally.
Well, the field dictates the type of delivery that Amir has to bowl here. They are full and wide. We're talking Yorkers or we're talking slower balls. Off pace, quite wide of off stump. 2 men behind point. Back would have square on the offside and one just in front.
Well, 6-3 field offside, only 3 men on the on.
Brilliant bowling.
And the only thing you've got to do is just keep it within the guidelines. Mighty close to that blue line that is drawn there, which suggests you're very close to a wide, but these are the margins that count.
And what, as a batsman, you could do to combat that line? Stand on the off stump. Ask Mohammad Amir to bowl within the stumps, and then you have a huge area on square leg to get a boundary.
Goes again, this time over extra cover. What a lovely shot that is. Brighto, colourful drive from Asif Ali. Is it another 6?
It is. Brighto turns into HBL in a hurry. It's a fantastic shot because so many fielders, just the 4, so many fielders on that offside, including one at deep extra cover. If you slice it just a little bit, you find the man at deep extra. But you've got enough bat on it to get it straight enough.
Does he have the courage to look for that leg stump Yorker? He's going to move across here. Does he have the courage? Tried it, missed it, gone! Bosh! Asif Ali with another 6. Brilliance!
It is the big difference between a good idea and a wrong idea. It was predicted by Simon Doull that there was a chance of just trying to sneak it in at the base of leg stump, but that's halfway up, and well, it was always going to end in tears. Several tears back.
He's got the best strike rate for hitting 6s in PSL history, has Asif Ali. Hits a 6 every 8.4 deliveries. Tonight he's faced 7, he's hit 2 of them. Two to win. Finish it in style or not. Oh, get in. You've got to try and get in and catch that. End of the over, 196 for 5, 1 to win. One required to win. Khas Maqsood gets the Yorker in, but it's a little inside edge onto the pads, and that'll be it for Islamabad United. 4th highest chase in PSL history. They're going to go upstairs and have a look. I think he's definitely got a little inside edge on this, hasn't he?
Man, we've got a player review for
Listen to Richard Illingworth.
Decision is not
what a way to pop the balloon. Last ball.
What a win. Hats off to Islamabad.
Yeah, we've got a fair delivery. If we can have a look at front on, please.
Oh, the drama, the excitement of a review.
Okay, have you got anything out? Well, I need spin vision.
That angle won't exactly define it. There should be a clue here.
That looks good. Okay. Okay, give me ultra edge now. It looks like a clear inside edge. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Can we zoom out on that picture? Make it less pixelated. Yeah, to make it less pixelated.
Well, a little bit of a damn squib as the review just held up the celebrations. That's a very, very good win indeed for Islamabad. There were moments where they made it hard for themselves, but that fantastic start from Alex Hales got them up and running very, very quickly.
Okay, that's fine.
No idea where we're still staying. This, the players have left the field,
Yeah. Okay.
and I don't think they're coming back.
Alim, stay with your original decision. You're on screen.
That's what Alim is suggesting. Not out. And game for Islamabad United.
Just one man standing out there.
Oh, that's brilliant from Islamabad United. Their best ever chase, and as I said, the 4th highest in PSL history. They get there 197 for 5.
Now,